What is up, everybody? Welcome to the RC Dirt Oval podcast with me, Alfie Adams, and my man all the way from Temple, Pennsylvania, Tim, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, Rothenberger. What is up, Tim?
What's up, Alfie?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get this thing going.
All right, man. Rock and roll. I dig it. So let's talk racing for a minute, right? That's why we're here. What happened to you?
In which class?
Well, okay. You know, look, guys, I've said this on the podcast. I wish that you guys at times had a window to the chats that Tim and I have, because we're absolutely savage to one another. If somebody read that, they would go, those guys hate each other. Yeah. So, okay, I'm just going to get this out of the air. I'm just going to get it out of the way. I have a new approach to my 2018 racing season. And I just want you all to picture the internet meme, because that's how I say it every time. You can't lose if you don't race. That's my strategy for this year.
It's working. It's working very well for you right now.
I over the past month, I am undefeated. So I am dialed. #boom. So let's start with your big class, 17.5 late model with 4 cars.
Yeah, right.
Where'd you finish?
Second.
Oh, so middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to let everybody know, before we go any further, Tim, Sunday race, they were fighting rain showers and really overcast. They were calling for rain, so it was a light turnout. But, you know, with the streak that Tim's been on, since he's been on this show, pretty much podium, you know, every time he races, any little jab I can get at the champ, I'm getting. Like, I'm going for it, right? So that's why there was only 4 cars in the 17.5 late model.
Yep, it was just a light day, dude. It at one point we actually, to tell you the truth, Alfie, halfway through the late model race is when it started raining.
Oh, okay.
And I had ribs on the front, and they went from hooking up to massive push.
Oh,
instantly.
yeah.
So it kind of, I had to. That's why he got his gap on me.
Now, so was the track actually that loose? You were able to run ribs on the front?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was really bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it has the clay in it now. It's been drying out and cracking, and then once you start running on it, it starts peeling up.
Yep.
So it kind of keeps it loose.
Okay.
But yet it has a bite to it at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you were saying rebars are hooking up good now, right?
Yeah, I ran the main, the actual main itself,
right,
with rebars
on
my sprint. I was really surprised.
Yeah, well, that's good, man. I'm planning on coming up the 17th, and I've got a bag of them left over from the Chili Bowl, so I shall pack those too, and see if I can punch you.
Yeah, I think rebars, electrons, or positrons will work up here.
Yeah, okay.
I've been running hole shots nonstop until this past week.
Yeah, well, you know, #pocket driver. I was talking to somebody, and
imagine that.
Yeah, right. And they were looking at our soils and stuff, and they were just going, I can't see a point in time that you would want to run anything beside a hole shot on the back of your cars. Like, he's like, I just don't ever see that track grooved enough to see the advantage of like a positron or something. So I said, okay, you know, #pocket driver.
They've been working pretty good for me.
Yeah.
But you do have to watch. It's like on Sunday, I was sitting there with nothing on my car and just watching the race.
Mm-hmm.
And it was starting to pull up that black line. That's why I switched to rebars at the I literally switched to rebars like a minute before I went out.
Okay. Nice. So second and late model, and you did not podium in sprint.
I did not.
Dude, I was crushed.
Why?
Because, man, I'm not racing right now, so I'm racing vicariously through you. If you get a victory, that's a victory for me. So I was devastated.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I sat in the house in the fetal position, man. It was
No,
bad.
you didn't.
No.
Don't lie to me. You were jumping up and down. Yeah, you make the podium. Nah, dude. That sprint car class. There's a lot of guys like the guy that was in third, Mark Baldwin.
Yeah.
I've been helping him.
Right.
Get his sprint. And he's been slowly. He's been getting it in better and better every week. I haven't been helping him that much. He's been doing it a lot himself, but he's just been throwing some questions here and there my way, and I try and help him.
Okay.
So my knowledge, I'm still learning myself.
Right.
So I got spun out 4 times early.
Right.
Real early, and I went down really far.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was almost down 2 laps at one point.
Wow.
And then had to settle myself down and get right back in that groove. And when I got to Mark, I was running him down like really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those situations where I could have pushed it and probably forced the third.
Right.
I mean, because I was literally probably 4 inches away from his rear bumper coming down the back straight into the last corner.
Right.
But he's been working so hard to get there that I don't mind losing to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and if you had pushed it and things gone wrong and took you both out, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So that's the classy move. That's the classy move. Yeah. I appreciate that. I would hope it would go the same way if it was me and you, but I know it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would.
No, it wouldn't. You'd run me right through.
No.
I've seen you, man. You're a hack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so... but you got to race, man. That's the important thing. It's better than I've been doing. But in exciting news, I am planning, weather permittable, this Saturday to go gate crash at a certain location and do some test and tune at the new secret track in Delaware. So I'm excited for that. We shall see. Yeah, it'd be nice. I've been impressed with the experiments that have been done on the surface. It seems good for us. We'll see. Get a good couple hours with a bunch of cars on it, and we'll see what happens.
See if you can get a groove in it.
Yeah. I mean, we're wanting it to groove, but we don't want it to, straight blue groove either.
Right.
The whole hope is traction, but enough to... I don't really want it to be able to pull wheelies with mod sprint. Like that's... If we get that much traction, I think that's going to be a little too much for our soil. But we'll see. It's going to be good. I just stopped by this week, checked it out. Yeah, I'm pumped. Man. So what else is new? I saw through the old interwebs there that you have a off-road buggy.
Yep, I got the new B61D.
And
I cannot believe the amount of traction that car has for being a lay-down trans.
Right. That's the laid back, correct?
Yeah, laid back.
Yeah, still, I mean, it's a lay down, but...
it's almost completely vertical.
Right. Yeah, I'm curious to see some of those conversions hit the market.
I don't know this, but I mean, I think that's you know how every so many years they always have something that kind of like revamps the industry.
Right.
I think those transmissions are going to change a lot of things.
Cool.
I mean, I know they have the laydowns, but
yeah.
But I don't know, man. I was kind of impressed with this car when I built it, the way it's built, how solid it is. and how easy to maintain it is. It's like the easy access to the ball diff is awesome.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing that appeals to me. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's literally 4 screws. Well, you just kind of take your shocks off the front of the towers, just take the 2 nuts off, lean them forward, and 4 screws pull the whole shock tower off.
Yeah, that's legit.
The whole wing and everything.
So you're going to take it off any sweet jumps?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
No, you're going to drive it.
What? No.
Yeah, you're going to drive it.
No, I got my own off-road
See
stuff,
if you're
man.
more than just one-dimensional.
Dude, I'm not. I am one direction, buddy. One
Left.
direction. That's it. That is it. Nah, I'll give her
I'm
a go.
excited. The guys are excited to have me coming back to off-road a little bit.
Yeah, it's good. I wish we had a good off-road track around here, local to me. It'd be good. I think, change the pace a little bit and could tear some stuff up.
Yeah.
Seen anything new and exciting in the RC Dirt Oval world?
No, I've been avoiding it.
Yeah. You listened to that episode and took that advice, huh?
Yes.
Stay off Facebook.
Yeah, stay off Facebook.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there was anything that broke the internet this week. No.
No arguments?
Oh, dude, there's arguments every day. It's bad. But I have stayed clear of that. I've done well. No arguments for me. In fact, I'm not commenting on anything. Because you know why? I get an hour every week to come in here and comment on stuff. So
There you go.
you ever see the Wedding Singer? Adam Sandler?
No.
All right.
Another movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. Okay.
Wedding Singer.
The Wedding Singer.
Look it up.
Yeah, man. There's this it's a long story.
Burger's gonna give me a hard time about this.
Yeah, probably. No, there's a scene. So there's a scene, and he's got the microphone, and somebody's upset with him, and he's like, "Well, I got the microphone, and you don't, so you'll listen to every word I have to say."
Nice.
So yeah, that's how I feel right this second. But then I remember people can turn it off, so that really doesn't work that well. Yeah. I think that's about it, man. I think if I go much longer, I'm going to say stuff that I'll regret in the morning. And I'll have to come back and edit it out. And that does nobody any good. We're going to stay positive, Tim.
Positive.
You positive?
I'm positive.
Right on.
Positive. I'm ready to go off-road.
Yeah. Okay. Did they got like a lifetime streaming video there?
Out there?
Yeah.
I don't think. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's been a couple years since I've been out there. It's changed owners.
Okay.
There's a younger guy by the name of Joey Kiley that has the track now.
Okay.
I've personally talked to him a couple times.
Right.
But I haven't actually been on the track for the last 3 years.
Wow. How far is it from you?
45 minutes.
Okay, that's not terrible.
No.
That's I think it's 40 minutes to the top secret location that I'm going to this weekend. So
Yeah, that's a little farther for me.
it's a little further for you, but it's not bad.
About 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Really?
No.
Figuring, I mean, it's 3 for me to Sinking Springs. But
Rushland is an hour.
what? South of you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
So that's 2 hours for me then, probably. We might have to do some meetups
Actually, it might even be closer than that because it's actually an hour and a half from my house.
there. Okay. Huh. Was it like Philly?
I don't know. Let me look it up. I don't remember where exactly it's at.
This is the Tourdine track? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good looking track. I thought it was further away than that.
It's in Rushland, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me.
No. I'm trying to see where exactly it's at.
I know Philly.
Right.
That's about it.
My internet would be a little more cooperative. It's not
No. Comcast sucks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but it's better than Verizon, so.
I guess. I think all I have now is internet, and it's like over $100 a month just for internet. It's ridiculous.
Well, look at that.
What?
Oh, look at this guy. I just so happened to be scrolling through Facebook, and there's Chris Vieira with his RC Dirt Oval podcast shirt on.
What?
Yeah.
Check him out.
I didn't know if he got it or not.
Check that out. Chris Vieira. Chris's Shenanigans with Chris Vieira.
Yeah.
Go check him out.
Nice shirt.
Heck yeah. Oh, gosh. Timmy.
Yo.
I don't know, man. I don't know. In a weird spot. You know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to take a break because I feel myself going to get in trouble. And we're going to take a break. We'll come right back with the one and only Shane Wheeler. Labor Day weekend, September 1st and 2nd, Team GFRP is proud to present Hey Dirt, hosted by Backyard Raceway in Indiana. Outlaw Sprint and SC Mod 500 to win. Second is 300, third is 200, fourth is 150, fifth through 8 is 75. It's $50 if you make the B main. If the SC Mod or Outlaw Sprint has 60 or more entries, that payout goes to $1,000 to win. All other classes, with the exception of novice, are 100 to win. Hey Dirt is proudly brought to you by Team GFRP, Hella Graphics, Rotor Ron, Rebel Racing, Shark RC Bodies, Papa Willie's Traction Tonic, Just for Fun, Mitch Iana RC Raceway, Team HHS, Bodies by Ed, Fat Daddy's Motorsports, MR Custom RC Bodies, Custom Work. For more information, go to Backyard Raceway on Facebook. You need to be there. Welcome back, everybody, to the RC Dirt Oval podcast. We are joined tonight by none other than Shane Wheeler, who has his own signature move in the RC world. You have been wheelered. That's pretty cool.
What's up, guys?
Not much, man. How are you tonight?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I am good. So, man, we got a lot to get through tonight. This has been a long episode coming. So, let's get cracking. The floor is yours, man. You give as much as you want or as little as you want. But we have to know, how did you get started in RC? And then give us how you got to where you're at today.
Oh, it started back in 1999.
Okay.
Me and a bunch of buddies bought Bowling Legend cars.
Yeah.
And, the old days. And we ran there at Compton's RC there in Oklahoma City. And we're just out there having a hoot, just ourselves.
Right.
And got the nickname Wild Bunch because you couldn't hear the racing out there because we were all laughing so much. But started with that and just kind of stayed with it and dabbled in some pan car oval.
All right.
Really like that back in the L3 days.
Oh, yeah.
That tells you how long ago. And then got in a touring car.
Huh.
And touring car was really big here in the early 2000s. And with guys like Kyle Skidmore, David Alford, Doug Gott was running touring car then.
Right.
Him and Kyle's battles were awesome. But did that for a while. And then I guess I got my first custom works car, the GBX.
Yeah.
First gearbox car they had. Yeah. It was, what year was that? 03, somewhere around there, I guess.
Okay.
And been running dirt oval ever since. And basically competition RC, we call it comp for short. It, in my opinion, it's the only true loose dirt track that was around.
Okay.
It was a loamy, kind of silty dirt.
Okay.
And you could just hang it out. I mean, roots are tell for days.
Huh.
learned a lot there. Bob Light raced there.
Okay.
James Brown. Those guys taught me a lot.
Yeah.
And then basically just stayed. I got a Nitro Sprint there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I ran with the NSCS guys a couple times.
Okay.
That was fun.
I bet.
I found out I'm not really good with nitro. Tuner motors is not my thing. So I kind of stuck with electric. Took a break for a couple of years. Went back to playing competitive softball, traveling around doing that.
Okay.
Then I came back, and I've been back ever since.
All right.
So
now,
loving every minute of it.
What is your home track?
My home track right now is Spring Creek RC Raceway in Enid, Oklahoma.
Okay. Yep.
In my heart, it's always going to be Competition RC.
Right.
But they closed last year after 23 years.
Wow.
So my new home track is Spring Creek.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed out there, and the people out there are really good too.
Yeah, it's a good looking facility, man. You guys have really done top notch with that. So just to back up a little bit, back in like the touring car heyday, was there much of a dirt oval scene then, or did it kind of start growing when touring cars started to fade away?
There was Adams Creek was around then.
Yeah.
So and at that time, Competition RC had off-road out back still outside.
Right.
And we'd run touring car in the daytime on Saturday, and then at night we'd run off-road out back. Well, it was about the same time that I guess the first Custom Works car came out.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you saw more ovals start popping up.
Okay.
And so, I mean, there was one in Tahlequah that popped up for a little bit, and, Adams Creek and Battleground in Muskogee popped up, and they're still there. So, I mean, it started to grow, I would say, right around the first Custom Works car day for around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Locally. Yeah.
Because, it's definite that the epicenter of dirt oval, is now the Midwest.
Most definitely.
And I would say at one point in time it was probably the Northeast, and it's evolved a lot. Let's put it like that. It's evolved a lot. Bumps is still big and doing really good, but the rest of the scene has evolved. I don't know where it's going to end up, but it should be good. So not only are you a very, very competitive and good racer, but you're involved, and this is how I first knew of you, in the Tornado Alley Racing Association, otherwise known as Tara, however you want to say it.
Tara here in the Midwest.
Tara in the Midwest. All right. So tell me about this association.
Well, believe it or not, it all started. We're at Enid, Spring Creek's first track they built.
Okay.
It was after a race, like in the fall of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
It was me, Doug Gott, Brendan Haney, and Darren Bush. And we're all just, after bench racing, after winning the races, just sitting around talking. And Doug goes, "We need to have a point series.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great." I said, "Yeah, that would be great." I said, "I think you should do it." He's like, "Nope, I ain't doing it." And Brendan goes, "Nope, I ain't doing it." I said, "Well, I'm not doing it."
Right. And
so about 2 weeks later, they kind of hammed on me a little bit. I said, "All right, I'll do it." So I got to thinking what all I needed to do, everything. So I called a buddy of mine,
mm-hmm.
Barrett Miller,
okay.
still does it with us today. Him and I threw out the schedule, and we wanted to get rules out there before the next year, so everybody had prep.
Right.
And so we just used the same rules as Chili Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, everybody knows it. It's there, so use that. So we did that, and then Barrett and I, there's no way this could have ever been where it is now without, Barrett, and then Trey and Connor. There's no way one guy can do it all. And I can't appreciate them more than there's no way I can show them how much I appreciate them.
Right.
There's no measure. So we started last year and ran 8 races, 7 tracks.
Okay.
Went to 6 tracks. I'm sorry. Went to Kansas twice. That's Sand Hill.
Okay.
And then went to Enid twice. And we just wanted to have fun. Basically, we just wanted to have fun and race with our racers, because that's what we did at the time. We had a group and we just traveled to races, and we're all friends.
Mm-hmm.
We just had a blast. And I didn't realize till after it started really how much work it really was.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Oh, no
and
doubt.
it actually became more work than what Barrett and I could handle.
Right.
And so we brought in Trey Ford,
Mm-hmm.
longtime Nitro guy from the Southeast.
Okay.
He lives here in Tulsa, so we brought him in, and he's our tech guy. Connor Snap is a young gentleman out of the Enid area, has
Mm-hmm.
a lot of passion for the sport.
Oh, yeah.
And we brought him in. He helps us out. He'll do most of our write-ups.
Okay.
So we brought some guys in, and last year, Barrett and I talked, what would be cool if, what could we do to be, just to be different and show some appreciation to the racers for racing with us.
Right.
And I remember back in the day when my dad raced big cars, the NCRA back in the 70s and 80s, they did a yearbook,
Okay.
and it had driver profiles in there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
I was like, well, let's make a yearbook of all the driver profiles
Right.
and get them together. Let's try that.
Right.
Well, that evolved to just doing driver profiles.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many we did last year. I think we tried to do one for everybody. And everybody enjoyed it. It was just, who doesn't enjoy attention, for all the hard work you do. And so these guys around here, they're all fun to race with, but they're all passionate about their racing as well. Everybody's competitive. We all drive to make each other better. It makes the racing better.
Yep.
And so when it was all said and done, when I remember actually breathing back after the final race was done, we actually sat down and just rested.
Right.
And I think we looked at the numbers, and we had 616 entries for the year.
Wow.
250-something different drivers in the 4 classes.
Wow.
That's all we ran with was the 4 classes and the points.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It just didn't dawn on me. But, it's evolved. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I love racing with the racers we have, and meeting new people and bringing in new racers to this level of racing. Guys that normally don't see it.
Right. Right.
So it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do it for.
Well, and that's what I've been trying to convince Tim. I don't know if he fully believes me or not, but I really had wanted to get Tim to the Chili Bowl this coming year, but I don't think that's possible, right, Tim? You're doing a wedding?
Yes, I have a wedding in Florida.
Okay, so we're going to try to instead make the finale.
The wedding's only one night, right?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if they have planes,
Oh.
we'll have Eric send over the ERC team jet come pick you up. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Is the ERC team jet white and green?
Oh, yes, you would know it'd have to be.
Yeah.
That's
No, but I've
what we
wanted.
always tell Scooter.
What's that?
That's what we always tell Scooter.
Oh,
We're
we get the jet.
Your way, so I feel sorry for that guy. He ain't raced all year.
I know.
Man.
I think I've only raced twice, so I'm not doing much better than him. But no, I've wanted Tim to get an experience of the Midwest scene because it's a lot different.
I will do this. I will go on record saying I think we have some of the nicest tracks.
Oh yeah,
here in the Midwest in the U.S. I really think we do.
Oh, there's
as far as the
Yeah.
track surface and the facilities are, especially here in Oklahoma that I'm around all the time. They're
Mhm.
really, every track is really nice.
Oh yeah, because I'm helping a buddy do a track right now, and so I'm all the time, sending him pictures of a track and how they're doing stuff, and I mean it's your guys' facilities are top notch, and your soil. If I could get about 10 dump truck loads of your soil shipped over here for a reasonable price, we would be golden because we don't have it.
Oh man. Yeah. Our dirt is, it's pretty awesome.
It is.
It is.
So this year, you guys have ran Wild Bills. You've ran Spring Creek already, right? What else have you guys ran?
We ran Adams Creek.
Okay. Yep.
And we opened at Battleground in March.
Okay. And so far, it's I don't know what your exact numbers were last year, but so far it looks like turnout's been really good and responses have been really good and lots of good competitors showing up. And yeah,
it's been really fun. The racing is actually, the racing has improved. The guys that ran last year,
mm-hmm.
that ran like in our three, last year we had 4 divisions.
Okay.
We had the 410 sprints, which are open sprints.
Right.
You had your open SE mod.
Right.
You had our 360 sprints, which is a 10.5 Blinky sprint.
Okay.
And then the 10.5 Midwest mod.
Right.
And last year everybody ran, and Doug Cott won all 4 divisions last year. Imagine that.
Yeah, right.
He's a machine.
Yeah.
Doug is a machine. But this year we decided to make the 10.5 sprint, the 360s, a non-sponsored driver class.
Okay.
And so what we did is we made that a non-sponsored driver class. We have the Open SE mod. We have the 10.5 Midwest mod. We have the 14 sprints, and then we added the Open Late model.
Okay.
And actually, the numbers for the Midwest mod has been, I think, one of our biggest class each race.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah. And we averaged 20 late models as well. So the late model class is growing. I think it's growing, around the region as well too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is my first year around late model. I enjoy it. I just think it's just fun. So.
Yeah, I love that class. We don't have anything yet remotely close to Midwest mod out here yet, but hoping to. I've already looked at the Facebook questions because I hate asking questions that people send in for Facebook unless it's just I think it's really important. So here's my completely trivial question, but I gotta ask. Craig Boots does your wraps, right?
Correct.
Okay. Do you give him an idea or color schemes or anything? Because you have, for me, like some of my favorite cars out there. They're always bright and colorful, and they're easy. I can see a car and almost go, "That's Shane's car." So, are they your ideas, or you just let Craig do his thing?
Well, it started out. I had, when I first started using Craig, I picked out a Brady Bacon car, and I said that's what I wanted.
Right.
And he did it. It looked really good. And then Craig and I we became friends really fast. And
right.
So we would BS and talk and stuff like that. And he's like, "What do you want?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, "Well, I want something crazy. Let's go with something crazy." And for the chili bowl, it's just something different.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen that picture or not, but he throws on a Midwest mod this cowgirl in a bikini on the hood. I said, Does that work? I was like, okay, let's run it.
Yeah.
And so and after that, I was like, all I tell him, he knows what colors I like.
All right.
I'll tell him, hey, I just either want clean or let's go wild. And I leave it up to him.
Right.
When he's creative, he is really, the work he puts out is awesome.
Yeah.
And so I'm patient, and I just like, whenever you're ready, light it up.
Right.
You know, and he hooks me up. And this next round, we're going to do something different. But and I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, it's okay. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I see him. I know what they look like when I get them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I've
he
never.
does really awesome stuff.
Oh, for sure. I've never seen a bad looking car he's done. His stuff is good.
Quality. You got to think about it. He does all the overlays and stuff for the same price.
Right.
And that's and you can't beat that.
No.
So, and it's the same stuff he uses on big cars.
Yep.
Same wrap, same vinyls, everything.
Okay, so I'm jumping around, but Tornado Alley.
Right.
Do you guys have a photographer that travels with the series?
We have.
Okay.
Eric's wife, Kara Miller.
Yeah.
She is our photographer, I guess you want to say.
Uh-huh.
I am going to say that. She's our photographer. And
Right.
she started taking pictures back when we were just hanging out, racing together and stuff. I mean, her pictures are freaking, they're amazing.
Oh, for sure.
Oh man, she captures moments. I think some of her best pictures are of us in the pits, just
Right.
around.
Right.
You know, but yeah, she comes out with us and she does a lot with us. She helps us out when we need to. And I appreciate everything she does.
Yeah, I always I look forward when I know you guys are running an event. I always look forward to the next couple of days and when all the photos will get posted because they are so top notch, and that makes like an event. I don't know why. For me, it makes it like an event special. I guess because growing up with big cars, there would always be 6 or 8 photographers, and selling pictures and taking pictures. And so just, it's like, it's one of the things I like about the Chili Bowl was they're always doing great photos and, it just.
And we try to get her, I really try to push her to talk to Scotty about doing the Chili Bowl.
Right.
And I think that would be an awesome experience for her.
Yeah.
And I really, really like to see that happen. She does really good work. She has, speaking of sewing, she has metal prints that are freaking awesome.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah. I mean, I've not seen them in person, but on Facebook, they look incredible.
They're top notch. So.
Nice.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, go ahead.
I thought I heard the train again.
Oh. No, it's Tim snoring. That's all.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. He's over writing his freestyle down.
Oh, yeah. Tim.
I'm thinking.
Okay, so. Wow. Tim, you've derailed me again, buddy.
I didn't do anything. I'm quiet over here.
I know, that's what's bothering me. Oh, gosh, you're making me a lot of edit work, too. Shane, I promise we're normally not this bad. I don't know what's up tonight.
Hey, okay.
Okay, I know where I was going now. Okay, so Shane, you don't have to get into this if you don't want to. But I know the conversations that I've had with you. I know a lot of things I've seen you post on Facebook. You're a proponent of, I don't know whether to say rules, series, sanctioning body, whatever. Structure. Yes. Structure. Thank you.
I bet.
And I know, that you've, put in some legwork. I mean, Tornado Alley is a prime example. I would love to see something like that be big enough to travel the entire U.S. I don't know if that's ever plausible, but
I don't know if it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and we don't have the companies and oval, don't have the funds to be able to pay travel expenses for a big racing team to go once a month or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Saying all that, I still think structure would be good. My question to you about that is, do you see anything being possible on the horizon for that?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I don't think what people ever realize, we've been running under the same platform for years now.
Right.
The DODC rules.
Right.
I know when the forum and the site crashed, everybody kind of freaked out. Like, what are we going to do now? We all have the rules. We
Right.
also ran them.
Right.
And one of the best things about it is that our car builders that build our cars build into those specs.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, they're already there. Why not just use them?
Right.
And everybody follow them. Now, with that being said, here's how I see it, how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You have a national set of rules,
Right.
which will be the DODC rules. And the track will follow the rules. That way, a guy that's 30 minutes away from another track can go to that track and race as well.
Right.
Go back and forth if they have different rules. The cars will be the same.
Right.
But then you have your levels. Your national level will be the full DODC rules. Your regional level will be a more relaxed set of DODC rules,
Right.
which they choose not to enforce some things, but enforce others. Then you have your track rules, which they can use the DODC as a base and enforce what rules will be best in their area.
Right.
To me, I think that will be, because you can't put tire or motor in, 'cause that's total. You can't. That's not part of the rules.
Right.
But to me, I think that would be best for everyone. And I know there's some track owners that will say, "No, not in my track." Well, it's not them trying to run your track, but it gives you a base to fall to, a base to have.
Sure.
So everybody knows, okay, these are the rules, and then you can choose if you don't want to enforce the body rule to a T. You don't have to do it on a club race.
Right.
But maybe on a regional race it'll be enforced, and if the guys that run the club race level go to a regional race level, then their cars will be legal.
Mm-hmm.
They won't have to do a lot of changing. I think something like that would be best for everybody.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't even think it's not even something that crosses my head, but I've been joking with Tim a lot that I'm going to do some off-road racing, or at least once go off-road racing this summer. And the funny thing is, I can think of all the off-road tracks that are in driving distance to me, and I don't even have to go to their Facebook page to see what their rules are. Like, I know it's going to be, raw rules, and they're going to run a stock class and they're going to run a mod class. I mean, it's just that cut and dry. And to me, that's beautiful. That's absolutely amazing. And I know that currently, as it stands, a lot of tracks, maybe 80-90% of the racers don't travel. Okay. Maybe they're not traveling because the confusion over rules of what track does this and what track does that. Maybe more would travel, because I know for a fact in the off-road segment, those guys on a much bigger scale have no problem driving 2 and 3 hours for an event.
I'll do it every weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't race with them, but I follow their chat, every weekend of like, hey, we going to the Mushroom Bowl, we going to the track in Gaithersburg, we're going to here, and I mean, we're talking, if you go opposite end to opposite end, you're probably talking a 6-hour spread between those two tracks, and it's nothing to them. And I would have to think that I think it's twofold for me. I think the ease of rules, and I think knowing that, like, we get the regional roar races, and then we do get a shot at getting the roar nats. We just had the roar nats here last year. So
see, and that's where you guys that don't travel,
right?
You have a big race like a roar regional. Because when I did a little bit of off road too, and that was a big thing when we had roar regionals. That was like, oh wow,
right?
Or the North Nats came here one year. I raced in that, and
yeah,
that was that's a big deal. But for the guys that race local that don't travel, it'd be awesome if their cars were still legal for a regional to come in,
right?
And then don't have to change a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
They don't have to spend any more extra money, and that would be great. We don't have that problem. If you think about it, we don't have that problem in the sprint car class.
No. Nope.
You can take a sprint car and run anywhere.
True story.
Late model is pretty much the same way too. So I think we just need to nail down the SE mod class and then go from there.
Yep. And I'm I don't know. I've seen Rob make some statements on Facebook, in regards to DODC and adopting SC mod rules. He kind of was one of the last things I saw. He was kind of just basically, well, Chili Bowl's already got a set of rules. Why do we need to adopt them on DODC? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. I think Chili Bowl rules are fine for SC mod, but you got those people that want it all under the same umbrella. So I get that. I guess the one thing, and you touched on this earlier, is, thankfully for Rob at DODC, most of the work's already done. I know he really wants to get the old forums restored, like the data that was there. And I would love to see that too, because there's just so much information and history there. But you're right. We do have the rules, and now that, especially that he went and had them cleaned up, and they look good on the page.
Easier to read.
Yes, they are easier to read.
Easier to understand.
Yeah, they really are, because I had a problem with them, and it was really just how they were structured on the page. And when they redid it, and I think it was Matt Murphy was like, "No, you need to look at them again." And so I did, and I was like, "Oh crap." Okay, I've been, misinterpreting that the whole time. All right, I'm on board now. And so now they're all cleaned up. They look snazzy. I think the links all work. And we got the rules.
We just got to use them.
Yeah.
And that's just, some say the racers need to, get on the track owners. But I think, all in all, just have a sit down and just talk to, your local tracks. If you have, we have 6 tracks within 2 hours of each other.
Yeah.
2 hours out of Oklahoma City, there's 6 tracks.
Right.
In Oklahoma. And everybody follows the same rules. So basically, if you race, from Northeast, you can go down Southwest and race, or, and not worry about your car being illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it really nice. And then I guess they had an issue with the upper Midwest, I guess. I can't remember. Remember right?
Yeah.
Seeing that where they couldn't go, an hour away to this track because the car was different.
Yeah.
Having to change everything. And that's just, to me, that's too much. You're asking a lot out of the racer, not only out of the pocketbook, but out of time as well.
Right.
And for most of us as families, we don't have a whole lot of time, during the week.
No.
So, anything you can do to make it easier for the racer, I think is best.
I agree. If it was only that simple, man, we would have all the problems solved.
That is true.
Oh gosh, man. And it's simple, but we make it hard. We have it, adopt it, move on. Gosh, I don't know. I've just been. What's that?
Let's just go racing.
Yeah.
Forget everything else. Let's just go have fun.
That's right.
That's what my motto is now. So
there you go. I like that.
Go have fun.
Stay off Facebook and go racing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I know that still early for you there, but it's getting late for us. So let's jump into some Facebook questions if you have time.
Let's roll.
All right, cool. Man, my man J-Rod blew this thread up with his nonsense.
Yes, he did. I guess did you see that meme war we had? Last
Oh,
week?
golly. Okay, so listeners of the show, because I know we got a lot of guys that don't race dirt ovals, so it would be too much of a hassle. But anyway, Shane and the guy that is friends of the show, Jared, they had this meme war back and forth, and if you didn't know the guys, it's kind of, Tim and I talked about this earlier. You would think they hated each other because they were savage, but it was hilarious. I was dying
awesome,
seeing
wasn't
it. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we had a good time. That was fun.
See, okay, so
Actually,
go ahead.
Jared and I, we were texting the same time,
Right.
and it just made it more competitive on who can knock the other one out. So
Well,
when
see,
I got the text that I won, that was awesome.
well, see, Tim and I, we do that privately to each other. So I think we need to start going public with meme more back and forth. I think that's how we're going to settle this.
Who, you and
I agree. Yeah,
I can see.
I agree.
I won't. I don't have that much time.
Oh, you don't have that much time. Come on, Tim.
No.
You
How many cards
You
you
got
doing,
twice
Tim?
as many kids as you, and you don't have time.
Tim, you the man with like 120 million points on Xbox, your account. Like, no time.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, buddy.
Yeah. So Tim, what game are you playing, Tim? Oh man, I'm playing. I don't know what it was. I was like, oh cool. I think I might go pick that game up. A couple of days later, I picked that game up. I'm like, Tim, what game are you playing? Oh, I beat that game. I'm on to this next one now. I'm like, seriously? Tell me you don't have time.
Tim don't mess around, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No.
All right, so we'll start here. John Bolton, when going to a new track, do you go with a basic car setup or do you ask a local and put their setup on? I like to go to a new track with what I know and tune from there.
Oh, if it's a track that I've never been to and I don't know anyone there, I have my base set up and I have my tires that I know will work where I'm at. If it's someone that I know that races there as well, I'll ask them for a heads up on tires. But as far as the car setup goes, it's pretty much the same everywhere.
Right.
Because I know of what it's going to do. And I just make the changes as far as the track goes.
Right.
To me, I think that's best for you don't get too far out of the ballpark, So you always go back to what you know works. Doesn't have to be the fastest, but just the most stable.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to start.
Good stuff. All right, J-Rod. When I beat you this weekend, I want you to buy my dinner and call me daddy.
Well, we'll put it this way. When I beat him this weekend, he's going to buy my breakfast, and we're going to take a picture of it, and we're going to send it to you.
There you go.
Of him serving my breakfast to me.
Nice.
How about that?
Nice. Hey, Tim, do you got the questions pulled up?
No, I can pull them up, though.
Yeah, pull them up. There's a question I want you to read.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so I'm going to skip that. You let me know when you have the questions pulled up, Tim. All right, so my buddy Bob Cross. Would you like to see SC late models grow in the Midwest, and will you stop making stickers? Oh, sorry, I got ahead. What do you think about that, Tim?
What do you think about that, Tim?
Yeah.
Actually, I got more stickers made, so I guess that answers my question. I was planning on going up there last weekend, but with the weather and everything, it kind of put a damper on it. But
right,
I still got a couple of stickers with Bob's name on them, waiting for them. So they're pretty epic. He likes them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
As far as the SC late model, to be honest, I've never seen an SC late model race.
Okay.
Around here, we don't have them.
Right.
I'd be interested, you know, to see what, I just don't think we should have like 5 classes of SE classes.
Right.
If you have like an SE mod and SE late mod, I think that'd be great. But if you get into, you know, other, you know, concepts of the same car,
Yeah.
I think you dilute classes that way.
Yeah, I was actually shocked because Bob messaged me a couple days ago and was asking me about short course late model stuff, about different bodies and everything. And I was like, what? Midwest guys talking about short course late model? Okay.
That's Scooter's area of expertise right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Some of the stuff, I want to say right now, Scooter is one smart dude.
Oh, no doubt.
If you ever get a chance to look at his cars, he is pretty innovative.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when him and Eric get their heads together, I remember he was sending me, he sent me a picture of something that was like part Traxxas, part Associated.
Part Associated, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah. That was a him and Eric deal, and that was, Eric sent me that picture, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, right?
But it's pretty epic.
Yeah. Yeah. Tim, you got those questions up yet?
No. For some reason my Daredevil page won't work.
I think you're messing with me, man.
Maybe.
Oh, no. Come on.
No, I already read that one. I read that earlier.
Tim's got to
anything with Jeff Kruger on it,
you have to ask it then. You have to ask it.
I have to ask it.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we can cut the whole half of the top off. Shane, from my old man memory, this is from Jeff Kruger. I think you seem to have the most success in Midwest Mod. What do you think you do in that class that gives you a little bit extra to be so successful?
Chase Doug Gott. If you got to chase Doug Gott, you got to put your work into it. Doug taught me so much with the Midwest Mod and the 10.5 stuff and all that. He taught me a lot.
Right.
And the day I started being able to run with Doug, I was pumped.
Oh, for sure.
All the credit for that goes to Doug. I mean, he taught me everything I know in that class. So chase a fast guy fast enough, soon enough, you're going to get there.
There you go.
But you got to put the work in too. I noticed I spend a lot more time on that car than I do any of my modified stuff. Just for the simple fact of everybody thinks that, like in a 10.5 spec class, it's all motor. It's not all motor.
Right.
You got to. I mean, I learned that running a stock touring car. You made the car faster with it because the motor was the same everywhere. So you made the car faster in the car.
Yeah.
And that's the same theory I put in the Midwest Mod. I probably put it in all my cars, but
yeah,
and the Midwest Mod's fun.
Yeah,
that's a fun class. Holy crap!
You probably notice it more with the the 10.5 versus like a 6.5 or something.
Yeah, I think when you have a mod motor, it can get you out of more jams,
right?
On the track, so you can drive out of it. But with that 10.5 stuff, it's got to be on. You have to it doesn't hurt to put extra time in, working your bearings and your transmission.
Right.
I think Matt Murphy will tell you that. That's where all his speed's at.
Yep.
So, and if that's the case, I'll switch motors to anybody. I don't care.
Right.
Switch motors. Yeah. I'll switch motors. You want to run this run. So.
It's all in that car.
Mate. Plus, the 6-shooter is really easy to drive.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, Alfie, you'd love it.
Huh.
That car is so balanced.
Okay.
The ERC 6-shooter is really balanced. I can't wait for the new one to come out.
Oh, is there a 6.1 coming out?
There's a whole new lineup coming out.
Oh.
So, I got to test drive the sprint car. The first one at Bill's, and of course, we'll just disregard Bill's. That was a rough day. And then I'm either really good at Bill's or I'm really bad. There's no in between.
Gotcha.
And that was one of the bad days. But then I got to drive Adams Creek, And man, that car is so stable. It's crazy.
Nice.
Pendleton has it. Darren Pendleton has it right now. He's going to run it this weekend at Terra Racing in Arkansas.
Okay.
And give his input on it. And once we're really close I think we're pretty close to production on that car already. And then we've got the new Midwest model, late model base coming out either this week or next week. We'll hit the dirt. And then we'll have a new SE come out.
Man.
So
ERC never sleeping.
Good things are coming. Good things are coming from ERC this year, I promise you.
Very cool.
So
be on the lookout.
Take our time and do things right.
There you go. All right. Jared actually gets a legitimate question this time. Name one competitor that is your kryptonite. You have a hard time outrunning.
I'd have to say Maurice Gildner in the Midwest Mod class.
Okay.
Maurice is a local guy from Wild Bills.
Okay.
Extremely fast. He's a privateer. He's not associated with anybody. But he is. Whenever I go to a race and I see him running, I always gauge my car off him. And him and I have had some really fun battles, and I enjoy racing with him. He's one of the guys that you can go too wide in the corner with and come out too wide.
Nice.
He's not going to, blow your doors off. But he is fast. I'd have to say he's my kryptonite. It depends. If we have good days, it's a heck of a race to watch. I promise you that.
Okay.
So.
Sweet. All right. Lynn, for Shane, when running SC Mod, what's your number one adjustment to get more rear traction on a dry, almost dusty, loose dirt track in the Midwest? And would you prefer mid or rear motor?
Well, first off, if I know it's going to be dusty, the car is going to have lighter oil in the rear for one when I show up to the track. That lighter oil, you get a little more drive when you get on the gas. It doesn't feel the weight as forward as much.
Right.
I was always a rear motor guy for a while, and then when I got hooked up with Eric and started running the Rockstar. At first, I told him I wanted a rear motor. He goes, "No, you want mid motor." And he just told me I'd run mid motor, and so I ran mid motor, and the car just worked. And I was like, "Sweet." But yeah, if you go with a thinner oil in the rear, that'll give you a little more drive off. And then if you still need some more, you can always go a heavier spring on the left rear. If you're not messing with toe. I try not to mess with my toe very much because I'll get myself out of the ballpark real fast.
Right.
Is that right, Richo? And they're right, Tim.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah, don't go 2 degrees out when you already got 4 degrees in.
Whew.
Yeah.
And those are big
That's
changes.
a big change, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, you really just want to change your toe.
I have it down pat now.
1 degree at a time.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it pretty figured out now.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Halfway through the corner, I can go full throttle, and it comes out hooked all the way up on the inside.
Man, I'm telling you, you guys have got to come. If you guys get a chance, you guys have got to come run Spring Creek.
Oh, I'd love to.
And the new Adams Creek outdoor track. Oh my God, y'all will love it. It's Slide Job Central. It is so much fun.
So far away, unfortunately.
I know.
All right, Lake and Young. What do you prefer, loose dirt or high bite?
I'm loose dirt all the way.
Yeah.
High bite stuff is still new to me.
Right.
So, of course, we don't have true loose dirt around here anymore. We have it's still loose, but it's not as locked down.
Right. All right. Oh, the one and only Darren Pendleton. 2 questions. What is your favorite class to run? And which track would you like to go race at that you have never been to if money and time were no problem?
Oh, I'd say definitely my favorite class is Midwest Mod.
Okay.
Late Mod's been close. The Midwest Mod is it's just racy. Everybody's separated, by seconds, not by laps. And it's just so much fun. Believe it or not, the track, I want to go to Bumps.
Huh. There you go.
You know, for years I've seen pictures of that track, and I've never ran a foam tire sprint car. I want to run a foam tire sprint. You know,
Right.
I like to try that.
Really?
No, that doesn't.
So
That's a whole nother animal there.
yeah. Oh, I either go big or go home. If you ain't figured it out by now.
Well, yeah, I
So-
know. I mean, I dabbled with it this past winter. I liked it.
Yeah, I've never, you know, Eddie Hill, talking to Eddie Hill and everybody, Eddie's been running a lot of foam tire stuff here the past year, and, you know, talking to him at the Chili Bowl and stuff, he just loves it.
Right.
Like, man, I kind of want to try it, you know, but there's nothing around, of course, that's so far from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one place I kind of want to go to, is Bumps,
Yeah. And
for the history.
oh yeah, and the best track food going.
I don't know, we got pretty mean smoked pork loin down here,
Okay.
I'm telling you. Pretty nice.
Bumps has got good food, man.
Yeah. I
Gonna
don't.
make Tim hungry.
I don't.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I don't know many
That
tracks
food's
you can
good.
go to and get a crab cake at. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. All right.
Battlegrounds got some really good food in this Pat.
Okay.
Just, yeah, her brownie a la mode's awesome.
Man, I'm getting hungry
Oh, yeah.
now.
I know, we gotta stop.
Yeah.
I'm on a diet. This is not
Oh,
good.
Tim.
No.
Sorry for you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sean Richards, who has been the most influential person throughout your RC career?
I'd say early on, I'd say it'd have to be James Brown and Bob Light. James Brown owned Competition RC,
Okay.
and he raced, back in the early 80s, and so did Bob. And Bob Light's just a wealth of knowledge between them two. I mean, there's so much there.
Right.
But I'd say here recently, it's got to be Doug Gott.
Okay.
That dude has taught me. He's taught me a lot,
Oh, yeah.
and stuff that and I can call him right now and text him, "Hey, what does this do?" And then I'll get a response back,
Mhm.
and he goes, "You should know this by now." I'm like, "I know, I forget."
Yeah.
But yeah, I look forward to racing with them next month.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yep, it's gonna be fun.
All right, the one and only Chris Vieira. Shane, what do you do when you're not racing?
Well, for work, I'm a truck driver,
Okay.
so I do a lot of flatbed work. And after that, I pretty much wrench on cars and hang out with some friends.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Me and the boys. My oldest son graduated this year, so school's out and he's got a job, and
Oh wow.
so we don't hang out as much. Maybe go eat, and visit that way. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Very cool. All right, Steve Crane, Shane. Oh boy, as a series director, do you feel it's setting a good example when you continuously fail pre-race tech with your ultra high voltage? Inquiring minds want to know.
That's showing my racers that I get tech as well.
Mm.
And I promise my charger's set for 840. I don't know what happens.
No, but you
But
got.
no, it's like that's the whole thing about our series is, we go through. We're racers. Barrett, me, Trey. We're racers,
Right.
and so we race. Well, we fall under. We don't get any favoritism. We even pay our own entry fees and the whole 9 yards, and so we are just like they are, and we follow the same rules. So if we're overcharged, then we got to go fix that.
Right.
So, there's no favoritism in our terror races.
Okay. And you get an award to prove that.
Yeah, it got me two little gold cups.
Yeah.
You gotta have fun.
Oh,
If
absolutely.
you can't laugh at yourself, you can't. I say, if you can't laugh at yourself, then you have no reason to laugh at other people.
Oh man,
So,
I just had that conversation with somebody the other day. I don't remember who it was, but we need to lighten up some. I mean, we get way too serious and bent, You know, Tim would tell you, man. You know, I get busted on all the time for, you know, whether it's dumb things I say on a podcast or, you know, whatever, and it's funny. I mean, they make fun of it because it's funny, and man, I'll laugh at myself in a minute. I do some dumb stuff. So, yeah, lighten up, everybody. You know.
You know, and that's why Kara and her pictures.
Yeah.
You know, she would take pictures of us acting goofy, and that's how we got started with the whole meme thing. Is we'd make memes and make fun of each other.
Right.
You know, and send it to each other. And we just had fun, and you know, it needs to go back to that.
Yep.
Just having fun. The good racing is still going to be there, but
sure.
Just a little more relaxed in the pits would be awesome.
Yep. This guy here, Scooter Allison, for Shane, best beard in RC.
Oh man. You know, I was going to say Alfie Adams, but you shaved it, so I feel Scooter.
Yeah. Well, see, what Scooter doesn't know is I'm going for quality now over quantity.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so I've got a nice groomed up. I'm going for like Sean Connery and like Hunt for Red October type.
Oh my God.
What, Tim?
Oh. You want to shave your head too, like Sean Connery?
Nah, not quite going to shave my head.
I got that part down.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, going for quantity now. You be quiet over there, Tim. I ask you.
Do gingers even grow beards?
They can't.
Yeah, they do.
What?
Just not this one. Not this one.
Just not that one.
The rest of dude, are you kidding me? The rest of my uncles, like my uncle, you literally cannot tell where the hair on his head stops and the hair on his body starts because it's all the same length.
Wow.
I just didn't get that.
Wow.
Yeah, Tim's beard is like his victories so far this season, non-existent.
Wow. Savage already.
Yeah.
That's almost like Jared's podium picture since 2015.
Oh my gosh. Good stuff. All right. John wants to know, how do you feel about all the new tires being released, and will a spec tire class ever be more than one tire manufacturer / manufacturer?
Oh, to be honest, I think it's awesome. The more companies we can get involved in Dirt Oval, the more we can grow.
Yep.
I remember, and Nathan can probably tell you better than I can, but when I first found out Nathan got picked up by Tekin, dude, I was ecstatic.
Right.
I was happy because he was our first one that a big, you know, off-road company, Tekin, Big Electric, was noticed.
Right.
And, you know, and that was can do nothing but good for us.
Oh, sure.
So, and it's grown since then, you know. As far as tires go, you know, a spec tire, if you want to be a true spec tire, you only have one.
Right.
Like you want the companies to come in. So, you know, I know for this race, we started changing over, phasing in the slide jobs.
Right.
So, and the DE tires in our classes. And we'll look, you know, as the market changes, we'll see where it goes. But, I mean, from the picture stuff, DE's putting out some awesome looking stuff.
Yeah, they are.
So we'll see how, you know, where it all shakes out.
Right.
I actually ran a slide job last weekend.
Okay.
We started allowing them there at Spring Creek as well, and they weren't too shabby. I'm not gonna lie. You have to break them in a little longer, but once they're broke in, they're fine. But yeah, I mean, they were just as fast as the rebar was. So,
right.
I just think it's awesome that more companies are getting more involved.
Heck yeah.
I don't think we should be negative about any one company. If we don't like a product, simply just don't say anything about it.
Right.
Don't bash it.
Right.
You know, because I don't want to push anybody away. We don't need to do that as far as a whole, you know.
No. I mean,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I've been doing that with a battery company recently. Somebody sponsored by.
Don't go there, Tim.
I heard good news. All I'm gonna say.
Yeah. We heard good news too. So.
Good news.
But no, I think DE is a little different. They're kind of they're just a different company. But Proline, Proline jumps in and invests the money to try to come up with a tire for us. And, like it, dislike it. If you don't like it, just don't buy it.
Don't run it.
Don't run it, yeah.
Don't go on social media smearing them to death, because what's every other company going to go? So what's J Concept's going to see that and go, yeah, I really want to get involved in that market, or whoever, golly day. Stay off Facebook.
Yeah. It's just that they actually, if you think about it, even DE same way, they put a lot of time and money developing these tires, whether they're really awesome or not.
Right.
There's still time involved.
Oh,
There's
heck
still
yeah.
an investment.
Heck yeah.
And we need to give positive feedback as far as, if you don't like it, okay, tell them what you think will help to fix it.
Right.
Does that make sense? Those suggestions out there.
Sure.
Just don't throw random complaints.
No, send them a message, email, message.
Privately.
Right. And go, hey, tried your tire. It didn't really work on my surface. Here's why. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to dog them out. Golly day.
No.
You got a problem with somebody,
We won't go down that rabbit hole, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Let's stop there. We'll move on. Next question. Shane, in your opinion, on a national scale, is RC Dirt Oval Racing experiencing a boom, a slump, or just holding steady? Also, are national rule sets important for growth?
I think rubber tire racing has experienced a boom.
Yeah.
I think you guys are seeing a little more rubber tire classes over on the East Coast. Is that right?
Yep.
I think rubber tire racing. I'm trying not to call it loose dirt racing anymore. It's more of a rubber tire, because loose dirt's
for sure
pretty much gone in a sense. But I think rubber tire racing is on a upward slope.
Yep.
I think if we have like I said earlier, if we had a base set of rules where any club racer, any person can go to another track if they want to, and run and be able to run without spending more money.
Right.
I think that would be ideal. And the car manufacturers build to a certain set of rules anyway, as it is.
Right.
So why not just use them?
Yep.
As a base. You don't have to follow every track, but
right.
That way you can go to a track here and a track there and not have to buy more cars or buy stuff to take off or put on or
right. Change a chassis plate out from, offset to non-offset and whatever and whatever. Yep. You're right, man. You're right. All right. Ray Phillips. With all the tracks in Oklahoma, why does your series skip Lawton?
Well, at the first of the year, all four of us sat down and we voted on what tracks to go to.
Right.
And that's how we decided our schedule. That's just for this year. It may change. It may not.
Right.
Who knows? But yeah, that's how we did our schedule.
Fair enough.
It's not. I know a lot of people think that. I get a lot of. I guess I don't know if you want to say exposure for Tara, but it's really all of us. There's no one person.
Sure.
It takes all of us to do it, and I just happen to sometimes get the messages and whatnot, and But yeah, it's all of us.
Right.
So, well, like I said, without Barrett, Trey, and Connor, it wouldn't be where it's at today by any means. So,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
I
To
know
me.
they don't get a lot of credit for some of the stuff to do, but they do a lot of work, and
Oh, no doubt.
you know, I appreciate it, and I think majority of the I know a lot of the racers appreciate it as well.
Yeah.
That race it. We got some pretty good racers, pretty cool guys to hang out with. So that always makes it nice.
Oh, for sure. All right. And this seems like a really good question to end all these serious questions on. Tim Wood, taco pizza, worth the effects?
Oh man, that was good. Not later, but it was good at first.
Yeah.
Oh, you just had to be there. You know what? And I'd probably try it again.
For sure. For sure.
So it's really good. Tim's a Arkansas racer that I race with occasionally in my travels, and really good dude.
Right.
So yeah.
All right.
Hopefully he's racing pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah, we got a little pizza joint here that does, they call it a Mexican pizza. And it is good, but my gosh, it'll light you up.
Yeah. Well, we went to Willard and raced.
All right.
It was a Willard race, and Willard's 4.5 hours from me.
Ooh.
So yeah, we had it. So that 4.5 hour drive back home, it actually took me like 7, if that gives you any idea of how the drive was back home.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it was good going in, not going out.
Wow. All right. So we're to the fun segment of the show. Tim, you got anything, man?
No, sir. I did not have anything for sure.
Golly, day, you're a slacker.
Hey, what do you want me to ask?
I'll tell you what, I am excited about the September KOKC versus Terra race.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's going to be good.
I think we should have, and I'm not exaggerating by any means, I think we should have about 30 guys going up there.
Okay.
So, and most of us run 2 classes. So,
wow.
It's going to be fun.
We're excited, man.
I'm going up there, going to have a good time, race with some buddies, and
right,
and just have fun. So I had fun when I went up there with that skips race.
Right.
So
very cool.
So that's what we're going to do.
All right, so, last chance, Tim. Do you have a freestyle for us?
No. I don't know where you guys heard that I freestyle.
I don't know.
Well, it's been a while. I figured you did practicing.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm not the talkative type. I leave that to Alfred.
Golly day.
So my question is to Tim: do you have a victory dance?
Do I? No, I do not. But I hear you do.
Yeah, I do.
This I gotta see. Alfie would have one if he had any victories, but he doesn't.
Damn, I set that one up, didn't I?
You did. About that. That's okay.
Yes, you did.
That's fine. I had that one coming.
Yeah, he deserves it.
It's okay.
And a lot more.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Looks like we're going to have a little wager for the KOKC race. What do you think?
Oh, what?
No, I just want an open track with one other car
for both
and
you guys.
no excuses.
Yeah, but I'm coming to podcast. I'm not coming to race. I might run street stock if all goes well, just to goof around. But I want Mr. Podium himself, Tim, to get a taste of mod sprint and late model or something.
Oh, Midwest.
Run something. I think I have a ride lined up already.
Oh, look at that!
Look at that! There you go.
The middle. I think modified.
What?
Bob Cross setting you up?
Huh?
Is Bob setting you up a ride?
Maybe.
Watch him. Look, he's been on fire here lately, hasn't he?
Oh my gosh, he has, man.
He
Yeah.
says it's the same setup he's been running, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. And what do you guys think about that Traxxas vehicle winning the Pro Mod race last Saturday?
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Aaron Hargis won the Pro Mod race.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I seen that video.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yep. So, congratulations to him. I know I haven't sent him a message yet, but
Yeah.
I watched the race, and it was a pretty good race. So,
Yeah, man. I watched the race and I saw that it was Aaron, but it never even dawned on me what Aaron does. So you're absolutely right. That is cool. All right. Well, I hear Tim drooling over there, so I think we better start wrapping this up. So, Shane, who all do you have to thank?
oh, first off, I got to thank Eric Hancock over at Evolutions Racing Concept.
Yes, sir.
His cars are pretty fun to drive, and I appreciate him letting me drive them.
Right.
Ron Scher at Hobby Wing, without his support and knowledge, I wouldn't be near as fast or as fast as I think I am.
Right.
Ray Fallen there at Sticky Kicks. A lot of people don't run them, but they've never done me wrong. So Ray's a good dude and
Yeah.
has a pretty good product. Greg Bridgewater, Undercover Bodies.
Oh, yeah.
His bodies are pretty amazing. I'm happy to, run his stuff as well.
Mhm.
Paul Lemieux at Motive. His motors are freaking on it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you. Motors are nice. Jim Chase over at Voodoo Batteries.
Yep.
Quality stuff right there. Craig Boots, buddy of mine
Oh,
at Craft
yeah.
Shop, always makes my stuff look good. I can't thank him enough. All my friends, and especially Barrett, Kara, Trey, and Connor that put up with me and my crazy ideas sometimes. I appreciate all their help and all the work they do.
Right.
Just all my racing buddies here in the Midwest, they make racing fun. And thank you guys for that. And I have to say this. I don't have to, but Kelly McCart, host of Auto, he loves the ERC.
Okay.
He is actually the one that came up with the hashtag ERC FTW.
Okay.
Yeah, and but thanks for him. He's got 3 or 4 ERC cars that I take care of as well, and Trey runs one. Bob Light has one.
Okay.
And other guys as well. My ERC teammates, they're amazing. They work fun to work with,
Right.
and we'll all work together and look forward. There's going to be some new stuff coming out from ERC this year, and it's going to be pretty competitive. So
I
look
have
forward
no
to that.
doubt. Yeah.
So that's really about it.
Sweet.
Thanks. If I forget anybody, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
If you forgot anybody, it was
Put
Tim's
me on the
fault.
spot.
It was Tim's fault.
I got big shoulders. I can handle
Oh, that's right. That's right. Chad Dew's got
I
it.
got to thank Pace for the shirts.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Pace Junkie.
Ace Junkie.
Yep. Get to wear them this weekend. So
I can just imagine that guy. I mean, he started making shirts for his brother, who I race with. And then I got some, and it from there just literally took off. Between me and Josh pushing them a little bit, and people seeing them. I mean, Bob got them. You got them now. I know a couple other guys have ordered.
yeah, when I played ball, that's the shirt style we had, and it's nice in summertime.
Mm-hmm.
I promise.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be nice.
All right. Last
Thank
call.
you guys.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Shoot, y'all two have done. I don't think you guys realize what you guys have done here in the past 6 months or so. You're pretty amazing,
Alfie,
and I
that's
appreciate it.
funny.
Yeah,
Brought
absolutely.
everybody
man.
together.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah, Alfie's the workhorse, though. I don't want to take no credit from him.
Tim keeps me motivated
Yeah.
because I know if nothing
race.
else, I can beat him at podcasting. Right? Like,
Yes, he can. Absolutely.
Nothing
Hands
else.
down. You got
There you
that
go.
in the
if
bag,
nothing
buddy.
else, man, I've got him on that.
Nah,
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been amazing. And I tell you, Tim will tell you because he gets the messages to the Facebook page too. You know, I mean, man, we're just out of the blue get guys like, oh, thank you so much, for doing the show, and like we there's not a week it goes by we're not talking about it in the pits, and that when I get those messages, man, like you run a series. There's times that people don't like what you do and how you do it, and you're disgruntled and frustrated, and I'll be having a bad day, and I'll see one of those messages, and it just picks me right up and get all excited to do it again, and so.
well, this was just an idea basically, and you had come to me and said, "Hey, I've never done a podcast before,"
Right?
And it was like we talked about, like after the first couple of weeks, we never expected it to explode the way it had.
Nah.
I think it was something that was needed, and everybody knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like the terror series. I mean, the NDRL was here. They stopped a couple stops in here, and the MDRA made a stop in here, and it kind of got everybody kind of salivating for something like that, and it just kind of exploded to what it is.
Right.
So this weekend we're going to be at Bulldog. They're in Greenwood, Arkansas.
Okay.
So it's going to be, I think 95% of us going to be the first time there.
Wow.
So it should be pretty good racing. We're going to start at 3.
Okay.
So we will be on Live RC.
Yes.
So
I shall be watching.
and we got a new corner policy. So it's a little stricter.
Yeah.
Well, actually a lot stricter. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to hold people accountable. So
That's cool.
we'll see how that works out. They might not like it, but
Nah. Hey, man.
we'll see. It's worth a shot.
It is. It is. You guys are doing good things. I'm sure it'll work out good. All right, Tim. Final call, buddy. What do you got? Nothing.
Shane, it's a pleasure
Is
talking to you.
that what you're going to have in Kansas City too? Nothing?
Ooh.
Probably
Is it?
not. I'm just coming down to races and see what I can learn down there, man.
You better get that meme generator fired up.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
You better get that meme generator fired up.
Oh, yeah.
The mean
Meme.
generator.
Yep.
I don't really have a mean
No,
side.
not mean. Meme. M-E-M-E.
Oh, mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
no.
southern accent coming in.
No. This is Tim.
No.
He's all right. It's all right, Tim. You better get it, buddy, because I'm going to start firing them off. You wait.
What?
Memes. I'm going to start firing memes at you.
Memes?
No, you can fire off all the memes you want. Yeah, okay.
You're a lap behind us there, Tim.
I usually put my notifications to off, and then I'll catch up later.
Yeah. Shane, how does Tim do so good, man? I mean, because he is way off pace right now.
He is way off pace, isn't he?
He is.
I mean, the race director's calling for him to move out of the leader's way.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Silence.
Maybe we should
Silence.
send Jared after him.
All right, man. Well, we're going to wrap this up.
All right.
Shane, dude, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And I really hope in September I'll get to see you again. Looking forward to that. My man, Tim, thank you so much. And I'm going to try to my best to take a glimpse of the smack talk that you and I have privately. We're going to try to make it a little public and have some fun. So,
Oh, no.
yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Look out for some fun memes, and we'll see what we can throw down and have some meme wars and some GIF wars, and we'll do good. Thanks again for everybody who listens. It means the world. If you do enjoy the show, Really all that we ask is, when we put stuff out, like it, share it, try to just get more people listening to it, and just have fun. I want to give a special shout out to a lot of people tonight real quick. Adam and Tom at TQ Bodies and Wraps, for all they do. They always take care of us. Big shout out to Scooter at Papa Willie's Traction Tonic. I've got some of the Mean Green coming my way to test out and try and see how that's working. I'm going to be running some of the red this weekend and see what we can do with that. Big thanks to Rotoron. Tim and I got some new power plants and happy with all that. Joe, TCR Barbaric Braces. Rob at Custom Works. Dustin at Team GFRP. And anybody else I forgot, it's Tim's fault. Message him. And with that, guys, thank you. That's a wrap.